Tomorrow morning, take a left turn as soon as you leave home. Why? I leave this as a warning to the digital wizards of companies to come. So long as I live, I will gleefully slam the door on the shiny shoes of any entity that wants to resurrect Dad to sell their wares. By the way, this is the daughter of Robin Williams. Pay the living, let the dead rest, and kindly piss off in a sinking canoe. My girlfriend hearing me work on my Borat impression in the shower before we meet up with her friends for dinner. Wow, oh, wee, wow, very nice. I confess I haven't seen those movies, but they're on the list. 13-year-old me on World of Warcraft helping a 27-year-old woman through a divorce. Look, sometimes you don't want to talk to a counselor or a therapist. Sometimes you just want to talk to that 13-year-old in World of Warcraft. That sounds weird. I have created a bathroom schedule for my wife to help her align her day in a more orderly way. Husbands, lead your wife and manage her well so she can fulfill her God-given role and serve you. 1 Corinthians 14:40 has such wisdom, which reads, and I quote, "Let everything be done in a fitting and proper manner that is organized, well-planned, respectful, well-mannered, and polite." There you go. There's your Bible verse of the day. That was my first of the past couple years. Twitter advice from Chadsu42. If you rarely drive on snow, just pretend you're taking your grandma to church. There's a platter of biscuits and 2 gallons of sweet tea in glass jars in the back seat. She's wearing a new dress and holding a crock pot full of gravy. That's a pretty good thing to keep in mind. Yeah, people will be slow then. I mean, think of the gravy. I hope the guy who just cut me off in traffic has his favorite book made into a movie and the characters are nothing like he imagined them. Them's fighting words. It's crazy that some days I tweeze my eyebrows, shave, put in my contacts, blow dry my hair, pay my credit card bill before it's due, eat salad with dressing on the side, and go to a workout class. And then some days it's like, what's the point of a shower? Who even cares? Give me potatoes. Police. Why'd you kill him? Me. He was making an sound after every sip of coffee and holding his cup close to his face with 2 hands. Police. Okay, just try not to do any more murders. My 5-year-old son just asked, what if we put a slice of turkey in the DVD player and it played a movie about the turkey's whole life? And none of the parenting books I've read have prepared me for this question. Now I'm just imagining like a weird sci-fi dystopian horror thing where you can do that, but like with people. Like you slice a part of their skin off and then it plays a random memory. I don't know, I feel like that could be elaborated on, right? Hopefully no one steals that and makes like $1 million. Office culture is someone bringing in donuts and everyone for some reason refusing to take a whole one and cutting off 3/8 of the donut, and then at the end of the day there's like 7/25 of 9 different donuts left. Ah, man, I hate, what would you call this, like, tech dork Bowser? Tech geek bro Bowser? Why is bro built like a YouTube reviewer who's about to tell me why my favorite piece of media actually sucks? How do I stop my husband from going goblin mode during sex? My husband says goblin mode activated when we start to have sex, growls and acts like a caveman, and then says goblin mode off when we stop, and then pretends to not know what I'm talking about when I ask him about it. I don't know why this keeps happening, but I keep meeting toxic heterosexual couples who experiment with polyamory and are heavily into Funko Pops, board games, Disney princesses, and burlesque stripping, and the man is always a withdrawn bearded dude, and the woman is always a passive-aggressive control freak with an Etsy shop that sells lawn gnomes styled after Doctor Who characters, and they don't even really seem to like each other, but they're always exactly the same. This has happened 4 times. As a burlesque performer, gay though, I can tell you that you're not the only one. It's wild. They're everywhere. Bro, why is laundry the most exhausting chore? I do laundry for 2 hours and feel like I fought 12 seagulls. What are you guys doing when you do laundry? Are you running a marathon at the same time? Okay, to be fair, I don't actually fold my I just kind of like throw everything in their own drawer, you know? So, office jobs are so funny because you'll be 24 and your greatest enemy in the world is a 55-year-old woman named Betty from finance. He looks like a mute village boy who is the sole witness to a violent crime. Yeah, this has to be probably the worst picture I've seen of the Zuck. Sorry, bud, but I'm gonna have to temporarily ban you for a week and remove your post as it violates rule number 1827 by not including an uppercase letter at the start of the title. Trying to use another account to avoid this ban will result in a permanent ban. That voice was falling apart. I couldn't keep it together. That's what I have. Okay, laugh. The feeling of forwarding an email you have been accused of not sending is probably the same as winning a duel. Got all dressed up for a nice dinner and instead spent the evening in the ER in Spain with my kid, who is fine now, but the point is they gave me a list of meds and told me it would be expensive, and I asked how much, and they said between 2 and 10 euros each, and I laughed and laughed. What y'all mad about today? Women are expected to look like 10s all the time, while the average man looks like warm coleslaw. Hey, I'm at least lukewarm to room temp coleslaw. Me watches a single YouTube tutorial so I can fix my door hinge. YouTube. What's up, Hinge lover? Here are the top 1,000 videos from the Hinger community this week. Check out this trending Hinge content from engaging Hingefluencers. r/legal advice UK. Is it illegal to haunt the local forest in a creature costume? Hello everyone. Do let me know if this question doesn't fit the sub. I have decided I would quite like to make a very realistic creature costume and begin to haunt the community woods in England at night for fun. My job would not be to startle anyone, but to perhaps start a local rumor of a large animal around the place. I'm thinking maybe 3 nights a week of wood haunting, and I'm wondering if this is legally sound or if I might be at risk of some mysterious public misdemeanor. Thank you all in advance. We can only wonder if they ever went through with it. I mean, I guess if you hear England reports of an animal in the forest, maybe that's our guy. Is this glass half empty or half full? It's completely full. You're hired, Lays. In the 90s, computers would scream every time you went online. That was foreshadowing. Learning about the fall of Rome, it sounds pretty sucky. A plague resulting in labor shortage, bad military leadership, Christianity mattered more than the government, multiple civil wars, and fighting decisions created to benefit the rich more than the poor. Hey, wait a minute. My therapist is selling her house, so I'm gonna find the listing online and make her living room my Zoom background before our next session. You wanna get in my head? Okay, well, I'm in your home, babe. I'm in charge now. What if you put milk in a humidifier and trapped a lactose intolerant person with it in a chamber and watch as they sob and uncontrollably on the ground, clawing at the door? I think that would be fun. Imagine a dude kills your entire family and then you see him live on TikTok cooking a beef burrito from his jail cell with 6,000 viewers. Never stop dating your wife. Pick her up in your 1997 Mercury Sable, take her to TGI Fridays, hold in a nervous fart during Wall-E. Never stop dating your wife. You've just ordered pizza and a 2-liter Mountain Dew. You've loaded up RuneScape on your PC. No school tomorrow. Your parents don't care if you stay up all night long. A perfect summer night. You are 39 years old. The year is 2022. And now it's 2024 and you're 41. No time like now to get on those 99s. Ellen DeGeneres' brother defends talk show host for supporting Kevin Hart. I've never seen a family with a stronger PE teacher gene. Yeah, I didn't know that was not Ellen DeGeneres on the left. I thought it was just like a bad photo someone took. Or like, hey, remember Ellen from 20 years ago when you liked her? Yeah, here's her now. Friday, August 9th, 1985, Naked Witches, Salem, Oregon. Police say about 150 nude women fondled each other and joined in a ceremony involving the display of symbols associated with Satanism at a state park, but no laws were broken. Hey, good for those women. That sounds badass. The best part of being a flight attendant has to be when you walk the aisle saying, trash, to everyone's face. Hey, Wendy's, we are short-staffed. Please be patient with the staff that did show up. There's a demon in the fridge. No one wants to work anymore. The ideal life is being born in 1947, being age 20 in 1967, to walk in a field and take LSD, and then buy a house for $5,000, after walk into a bank to get a job and impress them with your 3rd grade reading level, and then die before 2001 with your well-hedged investment portfolio. Warning, public safety notice. If you discover a dead body, do not attempt to give medical assistance, do not approach within 5 meters, report incident immediately. Eesh, that's weird. Taylor Swift makes music for people that pronounce the L's in tortilla. Someday, everyone will be able to immediately pick out all the millennial gravestones because everyone else's will be like, loving husband, wings of angels, and ours will be like, thank fuck, a very good boy, 1995 to 2064. Nice. She died doing what she loved, being murdered. My right hand has been crafted into a dragon's fist. My left hand has perfected the tiger's claw. My heart remains pure. Do you understand? I don't think I'll ever understand you, man. The best way I can describe it is, Remember those sex bracelets in high school? Those weird rubbery plastic wristbands that if someone broke yours, it means they wanted to have sex? Anyways, I used to chew on those religiously. Jellyfish has the exact same texture, but the outer layer is slightly softer or gooier. I have no idea what the context is. What's up, bro? Do you think I've peed 1 million times in my life? Hell nah, son. Are you f***ing dumb? Boy, you about to get roasted. The average human urinates 6 to 8 times a day. If you have been doing that since you were born, that is 52,560 at the high side of that average. That number, resembling nowhere near a million, had to have been configured by a dim-witted moron. You would have to be at least 342 years old peeing 8 times a day to pee 1 million times, or pee 34 times a day and live to 80. POV, the HR lady who majored in psychology at a no-name school in Florida is about to throw your resume in the trash. Don't look at me like that. My son didn't ask for anything specific for his 13th birthday, so we had to guess. I picked the silliest, most useless thing I could find, a giant bread-shaped pillow, then argued with the husband for 2 days before he finally agreed to buy it. He loved it, I can tell, and now I want one. Life in a capitalist system is just one constant countdown. Countdown until you get off work or school, countdown until the weekends, countdown until the holidays, countdown until vacation. It would be nice to live in a society where I don't have to live like an expendable machine. Becky Brown, 47, alcoholic, unemployed, activist, bisexual, mom to 3 kids and 5 dogs, vegan, mentally unstable, divorced, widow, dead inside, chicken nuggets addict. When computers started saying oopsie whoopsie, something went wrong, instead of exception in block 000XX5956, that's where we lost our way as a society. You become an adult twice, when you turn 18 and when you find out how much it costs to professionally frame something at Michael's. r/brand new sentence, skydiving with a Christian baby. Atheists, imagine you're going skydiving with a Christian baby. Suddenly the baby tells you he won't open his parachute until you renounce atheism and accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. What would you do? I'd think I'm dreaming, because why is this baby telling me about Jesus? If I had to describe my life in a movie scene, it'd be the part in Elf when he gets hit by a taxi and then thanks them. You ever sneeze so hard you can see the Matrix code out of the corner of your eyes? People be like, I love winter, from their living room under a heated blanket with some cozy socks on and sipping hot tea. No, go outside and like it. Let's see. You know, enjoying the season doesn't mean you have to be outside. Maybe you like the heat of summer that it brings to your otherwise cold, freezing room. I don't know. I'm just thinking out my ass here like you. Writing tip number 1: spell coconut with your waist. Oh yeah, I think that would work. Hell and combining into the much less substantial heck is literally exactly the same energy as sodium and chloride combining to make table salt. Why is male country music like hot girls in teeny tiny shorts, I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles? You forgot trucks, by the way. And female country music is like, oops, I killed my husband. Dog shelters. Don't buy puppies, consider adoption instead. Also dog shelters. This is Piss Fingers. She's 19 years old and can't live in a home with children, books, or electricity. Piss Fingers is nervous around hair and needs 400 acres of land and an orchard of extinct fruits. Next time you're afraid to share ideas, remember someone once said in a meeting, let's make a film with a tornado full of sharks. And hey, they're wildly successful. Not good, but successful. Driving through the Midwest is just absolute nothingness, and then every 70 miles you see, God is real, hell is real too, followed by a sign for a store that sells XXL dildos.